lace up the shoes, chase W's, yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Got it. 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Protein spill. Coming after you. Slam. Ready.
On 1st and 10. Bowman got his man complete over the middle. It's Schwartz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bowman over the middle, complete. That's Schwartz. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ben, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check 43. Get it.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Looking to throw. Bowman. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. And he'll give it here to his running back. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10.
74.
Throwing is Wentz. High throw, but the catch is made. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. And to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
27 Mike. Who's in it? That's the way.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 11.
Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Christone, travel.
Check 24, check 24.
Check 3, check 3. Go.
Back to throw. Bowman. And it's caught. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Kamara. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Big hit. Ready. 50, plant.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
With the score, Eagles 7, Saints 3.
15, line. 15 line. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Hey, wahoo! 6-6, pull it high. Check. Fresno. You go tight. You got tight right there. Kill. Ready?
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Working from the gun, Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Page. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
General West. Trey 15.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gehring. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least...
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
Hey, let's go. You better be afraid of me.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Hey,
Dude.
Looking to throw. Bowman. Looking middle, and that's complete. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
Kamara trying the right side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On 3rd down, Bowman. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Undercut. 22 jet bombers.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Check, 47. Watch the run. They're running.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but it'll be second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing again. Bowman. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schwartz. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. Back to throw. Bowman.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
I got you. I got you.
To throw again. Bowman. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
We're going to keep getting sacks.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 44. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Going to give this time to the tailback. And out of across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Steps away. Throw left side complete. That's Terry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
Here we go, pack. Other side, solid. Let's go.
From the red zone now, Wentz. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check. Lucky. Watch it. Sunday. Greystone, travel.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll try to run this one in. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And, that is going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
82.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
AC Gator. He's trapped. He's 61. Max Fox, lights. 52. Shoot. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hey, orbit. Keep grip.
Throwing on 1st down. Bowman. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
To throw on 3rd down, Bowman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nate Gary. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Sunday.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
X3, 218, chopper. Sunday. You don't know no better. 24 is the mic.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Go! Look at me! Go!
To throw on 2nd down, Bowman. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Saints on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. He's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On first down, Bowman. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Bowman. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. The 40, the 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
The Saints on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
And we got to get to the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Bowman. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Kamara. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Bowman. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. Turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
From the 27, Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Hey, Sam off. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Bowman. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Bowman. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Throwing on first down. Bowman. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Looking to throw. Bowman. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Nate Gary. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they try the right side here. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home here.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
1st and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Eagles, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.